What's up guys, Aaron Deers here with TotalYouFit.com. So I wanted to present to you 12 simple movements that you can perform on your own or follow along with this video that'll get you ready for any kind of exercise, that'll loosen up just those muscles, those joints, those ligaments to get you ready to tackle any kind of exercise you have in front of you, or if you're going hiking, walking, or even if you're feeling a little bit tight throughout the day, these 12 simple movements will loosen you up. They are total body movements and they are dynamic movements. These movements are going to be performed in a fashion where you're going to be constantly moving, constantly stretching, and constantly getting those joints and muscles warmed up. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right guys, so our first movement is going to be the simple inchworm. As you reach down to your toes, you're going to walk it on out, stretching out that back side of your leg, both legs, pop it back on up, performing 10 of these. As you continue to go down, your feet will continue to get flatter and flatter on the ground as you stretch out your calves, your hamstrings, your glutes. One other thing with these is as you go down, you're building some stability in your shoulders, which is always a good thing before we have physical activity. So after you perform 10 inchworms, we're going to go right into our 90-90 hip stretch. So walk it on down on that 10th inchworm, bring out that left leg or right leg. Depending on one leg is in front of you, you're going to stretch up with that same side. You're going to go down and across and hook and then pull. So we're getting a lot of work done here in a simple movement. You not only have everything down here in your glutes, your hams, but as you reach across and pull, you're now stretching your lat. So after your 90-90 hip stretch, you're going to go right into your face down rollovers. So here we're going to make an X. We're simply going to roll over, keeping both knees on the ground, hands above your head. Stretching out your spine, your back, a little bit in the core as well by keeping in full extension. Performing 10 rollovers before we move on. After your rollovers, we're going to go into our rollover V-sits. So this is a stretch for the lower back. It might be a little bit difficult at first, but as you continue to work through these, you'll loosen up and it'll feel great on that lower back. So our starting point is going to be legs spread out, pushed forward. You'll feel that in the back of your legs. As you go back, your hands are down for support. Feet go up and over your head. I know it looks funny. Roll back on over and then back. Each time you do this, you'll get a little bit further behind with those legs, a little bit closer to the ground. Again, a great stretch for that lower back. After your rollover V-sits, you're going to go right into your floor bridge and reach. So simply, starting position right here, chest forward so you get that stretch. You're going to squeeze up with your backside, reach over and across. Again, getting stability in our shoulder as we perform this. Going back down, up, and across. You should feel a tight contraction in that backside. Up and across. Again, getting a lot of work done in a simple stretch. So after the floor bridge and reach, you're going right into your sprinter dips. And these are performed as so. So imagine you're a sprinter, you're at the starting line, you're getting ready to get off, right? So down, lean forward, pop up that back leg. Your head, your shoulders stay low to maintain the stretch we're going to be putting on the hamstring. So in this position, you're dipping and then pushing. Dipping and then pushing. Now, by keeping our head and our shoulders low, we're not able to get this leg fully straight. We're keeping that bend in there, right? So as we do that, we're putting the stretch on the backside. So after the sprinter dips, you're going right into your ham reaches or push-outs. So 1 foot forward, both feet flat on the ground, slight lean back as you stretch the groin, and then push, 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 push. As you shift your weight to that front leg, you're now putting a heavy stretch on that hamstring again. So push, 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 back, push, 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 all the way out as far as you can, back, and push. Next up, we have our 3-point lunge and reach. So simply put, we're going to lunge out, keep both feet planted, stretch on the back side. You're reaching out, up, and then back. Second point is going to be off to the side, out, up, and back. Third point, off to the side, out, up, and back. I'll do this more in front of the camera so you can see this straight on. So after we do the 3 points on one side, we'll go ahead and switch legs. So out, up, and back. You'll feel a tight stretch in your groin all the way up to the top of your hands. Second point, off to the side, out, up, and back. Third point, out, up, and back. It's important to remember to keep this foot, the planted foot, always pointed straight ahead as you go out with your working leg, getting different planes of stretch here. So next up we have our fusion reaches. They're similar movement to the 3-point lunge and reach, although I'll show you here. Feet pointed to you so you can see. You're going to go out with our working foot, so it'll be our right foot. You're going to stretch out with both hands as you twist your torso up and back. Second point again. Reach out, stretch both hands as far out as possible, go up and then back. Third point, again, off to the side, keeping that other foot planted firmly. Stretch out, up, and back. Performing on the opposite side. Foot out, twisting and turning, pushing out with both hands, up and back. Second point, reaching out, up, and back. Third point, out, stretch, 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 and twist, and back. After the fusion reaches, we're going into our standing torso twist. So feet pointed straight ahead, about shoulder width apart, arms straight out, big twists. Now it's important to not let your arms flare like this, okay? We don't want that. Keeping them nice and secure, getting a good twisting motion throughout the core, throughout the spine, continuing to loosen everything up. We're going for about 10 swings, then we'll go right into our baseball throws. For the baseball throws, you're going to stay in that position with your feet about shoulder width apart. Big stretch back and pitch through. Big stretch back, pitch through. So you're getting rotation in the spine, pivoting on that foot as you twist and turn and throw, and then also getting that stretch on the chest as you reach back. Other arm, just along for the ride. And through. Going for 10 throws on each side. After the baseball throws, we're doing a bent over arm circle. So what this looks like, I'll do from the side so you can see my back as I keep it straight. Always want to protect that lower back. You're going down, slight bend in the knee, dead arm hang, keep that shoulder nice and loose. About 10 circles in each direction. So as we built up that tension in those first couple of movements in the shoulder, we're now going to loosen it up and really get it ready to work. So next up we have our ankle breakers, simply this. Foot down, stretch. We tend to be very tight right here in these muscles. So the more we can stretch that, loosen that, the better we are at protecting ourselves from injury and being able to perform our exercises more efficiently. So with these stretches, you want to do about 5 per foot, up, down, and then switching sides. Again, 5 repetitions per ankle should do it. Holding it for about 2 seconds. All right, guys, so there you go, 12 simple dynamic stretching movements that you can perform on your own as you learn these movements over and over. If you have any questions regarding these stretches or anything moving forward, feel free to let me know. Always help me to answer those questions for you. Also, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss any future videos. See you soon.